It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh.
Let's go, man.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to take this around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And if y'all new, man, like, comment, subscribe, those three. Skywalker23X, we are live Monday through Friday. So y'all tap in right now. You feel me?
I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past.
Y'all give me 237, man. We're on the road to 230. Man, what y'all want some games? Well, I'll give you some games, man. What y'all need? Let me know. Let me know down below what y'all need, and I'll speak the game for y'all.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one I think where the safety's usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for him to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Got that first though, man.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Rodgers gonna throw.
Oh my God, bro. He was right there hanging a cap, bro. It's cool, those dreams. Cool.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. First and 10, here's Pickett. And his throw here's incomplete.
Shane did not let me switch. Nobody could have picked it right there.
There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll throw again with Pickett. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We're moving right to veteran and continue from there.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field. 18 Cardinal.
First down, and they go back to Harris. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
No score after one on EA Sports. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Devin's a light. Hey.
On 2nd and 9. Pickett. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that's
touchdown. Najee Harris from 3 yards out. And the Steelers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down. Rodgers to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
That's complete to Lazard. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. In motion right, here comes Johnson. Pickett now on first down. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
On first down, Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson, 64 yards. yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
2nd and 5 now. Pickett. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike, check. 59. Rip left.
On the give, this is Harris. They find some open field here. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Pickett to throw on 1st down. And that's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That's caught. It's Austin left side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. Flush to his right. Pickett lost it, and the Packers pick it up. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Rodgers now on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers take the force. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And no, they don't get it. Incomplete. And now they really have to be second-guessing themselves. Could have had the lead here in the 4th. Instead, we stay tied. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 30 on second down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dean Lowry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And this is going to be intercepted. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Down to the 22-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the 22, Pickett. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. Now Pickett. And this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenny Pickett finding Pat Fryermuth. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Extra point put through by Boswell. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Pickett. Completes it to Austin. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Rodgers going to come out throwing. Eluding the pressure right. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Carr escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That one goes for 8 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again, and he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Carr now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7th. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. That's to his running back, complete. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
One more time with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Josh Jacobs. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Raiders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you... Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's caught here by Adams. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Carr's throw going to be taken in by Cole. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Flush to his right. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Counter play with Jacobs. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Carr. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now it's Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 88 yards. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described, a defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
That's caught at the 2. And he'll wind up short of the goal line. So they will not be able to get this back within a score as this remains a 10-point differential. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead. Now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now they'll throw with Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Carr. That's complete to Bolden. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They run with Bolden. And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They stay on the ground. Here's Bolden again. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
They go with Jacobs. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with the grab. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Rodgers to throw. He finds Watson. It's caught.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. At that time, a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield. Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Now Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw, Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here's Rodgers. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Carr going to give it to Jacobs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Lambeau. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Right to the air is Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, 75 yards. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 24. They'll start the drive with Harris, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Pickett will look to throw it here. Open man here is Gentry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They run for it with Harris. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation? Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Pickett. Flushed out right. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Now, that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open? And when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Pickett right back to the air again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Try him with Pickett here on 3rd down. Quick completion here to Johnson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal. And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers are back within a couple of the lead. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, The team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very long pass play that ended in the end zone.
And you know, every offensive unit, when that happens, they want to come running back out and recreate it. We know the chances of that are slim because now the defense is on high alert. But at the same time, that confidence should carry over into the start of their next drive.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. And I feel like my man, Old Momentum, might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe Momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
It's brought in by Harris. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first, it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. First and 10, here's Pickett. Finding Harris over the middle. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a first down carry for Harris. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. Second down at 4. Pickett sets up play action. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. But their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. First down, and they go back to Harris. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Pickett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell for the extra point. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to get this one complete here to Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield, here's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. 18 more yards there and another first down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Pickett. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Pickett back to throw. Harris has it over the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Harris on the draw. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.